The holiday season is coming to a wraps here on the homestead. We've had so much fun with family and friends, from going outside and shooting to planning new adventures this coming year, as well as just enjoying being together and playing games. A big part of our holiday season is also food. We bake tons and tons of delicious treats. We have breads and rolls and muffins, and we do a lot with pastries, including making croissants and fresh baked pies. There's so many delicious things here on the homestead, but with the new year also means a clean out of the pantry. January is a great month to get organized, to see what's on your shelf, what's in your freezer, what's in your refrigerator, what things maybe need to be moved around or used sooner. And so today I'm going to show you how I take my leftover frozen berries and make them into berry juice for my pantry. Now, when I have berries, either from my garden, berry tops that I've saved from strawberries, I freeze them, any berries that we might not use, and then I will make berry juice. So I pour all these berries, doesn't matter what they are, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, whatever kind of berry I have, and I'll throw it into a big stock pot, and I will add water on top. Now you're going to add about a half a cup of water to every 2 to 4 cups of fruit, just depending on how concentrated you want this berry juice. But cover it with water, and then you're going to simmer that down until the berries start to soften, and you can mash it down with a potato masher or a fork or whatever. Then this part is kind of up to you, depending on what you have available in your home. I will put my berry juice through my food mill, and this will pull out all the seeds and skins and stems or whatever. If you don't have a food mill, you can use cheesecloth or a linen towel to put your berry juice in and squeeze out as much juice from that through the towel into a bowl. You will want to cool it down a little bit if you're trying to strain it with cheesecloth, because you don't want to burn your hands unless you have some type of gloves that you can wear. But I have this Weston food mill here. It's a tomato press, I guess is what they call it, but I use it for tomatoes, apples, berries, and you're just going to get as much of that juice as you can. Then you're going to grab your jars. You can use quart jars or pint jars. It just kind of depends on what you have available to you. And you're going to put your hot berry juice into hot jars. If it's cold berry juice, put it into cold jars. But you're going to fill them to have about a half an inch headspace. Then wipe the rims of your jars really well, especially with juice like this because it has natural sugars in it. You want to wipe it really well. Now, some people like to add sugar to their berry juice before they can it. I do not. I just leave it plain as is, and I water bath can it. I will water bath can it for 20 minutes for quart jars and 15 for pint jars. And then after it has water bath canned for that 20 minutes, I will put them on a towel and leave them on the countertop for 24 hours. And it is beautiful. And then to drink this berry juice, you can drink it as is. You can add a little bit of sugar. You can add some water to dilute it down. Kind of depends on your preference as a family. Now, if you don't have frozen berries on hand, maybe you're like us and you have a big bag of leftover cranberries from the holiday season and you want to use those cranberries up, or you're not really sure what to do with them. This year we are using those leftover berries to make cranberry juice. And cranberry juice is my husband's favorite. So This is the first year that we're really canning it for him to have on the shelf, but it's super easy, very similar to berry juice. I am putting 1 cup of cranberries, washed clean cranberries, into quart jars. And then I'm putting a 1/4 cup of sugar in each of those jars. You could add more sugar. We're starting with less. I can always add sugar later when we open the jar, but I can't take it back. So I always try to start with less sugar in the beginning. So 1 cup of cranberries, a 1/4 cup of sugar in each of my quart jars. And then I'm going to fill those jars to to a 1/2 inch headspace so that they are completely covered in water. And you'll see that those cranberries are going to float. That's what they do. That's totally fine. And then we're going to clean those rims so we get any of that sugar off because we want them to still, and then put lids and rings on them. We are going to place these jars in the water bath canner again for 20 minutes to make sure that they get nice and cooked. I am putting cold jars into a cold canner, and so I have to wait till it comes to that rapid boil to start that countdown for that 20 minutes. And once they are done, I'm just going to place them on the countertop as well. Now you'll notice here that the cranberries and the liquid are still separated. It's actually really cool how it looks. But you will not use this cranberry juice for at least 2 weeks, but preferably 6 to 8 weeks, and allow those cranberries to combine with the liquid and the sugar, and it will be delicious. Once my berry juice and my cranberry juice is all canned up, it's time to put it down into our food storage pantry on the shelf. It adds color and another juice that we get to pick for our Sunday meals. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great new year, and we'll see you in the next video.